He's the big deal right now. He's the buzz of all over hip hop, all over the scene. उसके अलावा इनका गाना Drug of Choice featuring the late legendary Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan साहब, वो गाना Radio 1 FM 91 ने premiere किया, and then it went on and it even played at on BBC Asian Network, and it did well all over the UK. People are going crazy for this brother of mine. बड़ा scene है, and tonight he is on the show. So please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on the show, Lazarus! What is going on, bro?
Assalamu alaikum, Pakistan.
Walaikum assalam. What's happening, Lazarus?
A lot is happening. I'm in Pakistan.
You're in Pakistan, yaar. He's sitting across me right now. He's in Pakistan. We have been waiting for you to come down to the country for a while now. How does it feel to be back in the homeland?
Feels wonderful. It feels so great. I mean, what have I been missing all these years? I've been sitting in America, and I'm coming over here, and the reception here is so wonderful. MashaAllah, it feels great. I feel like, everybody's recognizing me. I'm getting, I got fans in random places.
Nothing but love.
Nothing but love. Everybody appreciates what I'm doing, and I'm trying to represent for this country. This is a wonderful, beautiful, magnificent country.
Brilliant, mashallah. Okay, now, brother, obviously a lot has happened. All right, last time you were on the show, we spoke to you on the phone all the way from Detroit, and now you're in the studio with me. This is fantastic. All right, now, obviously, Lazarus' story out. Everybody bought a copy, and if you haven't, then you're just doing something wrong. Get yourself a copy of Lazarus' story. Now, all right, let the game know. Had a couple of 100,000 hits last time we spoke, and now the big news is that it has crossed over 1 million views on YouTube. 1 million views, yo. Like 1,200,000 views. 200,000.
I think it's something like 1,200,000 or something.
Oh!
I lost track of time.
You just lost count. You were just like,
It's actually from hearsay. I have not seen it myself because I've actually not had that access to the internet.
Right.
So it's pretty much.
But the word's been going around.
I've been getting calls. Somehow people. I have a Pakistani mobile phone.
Right.
I had one in Pindi. I have one here.
Right.
People are finding my number out somehow.
And people are letting you know.
They're letting me know. They're letting me know.
They're letting the game know.
They're letting the game know that I got over 1 million hits on the video.
Mashallah. Okay, Pakistani rapper, Pakistani brother, alright, from Detroit, Michigan, representing Pakistan and representing hip-hop, has just gotten over 1,200,000 hits. Brilliant on YouTube. How does it feel, man? All these people, like 1 million people out there, love your song. They viewed your song, they checked it out, and what do you got to say?
I just have to say thank you to everybody because, I started this hip-hop game thinking to myself, it's something I'm gonna do even if 5 people like it. Even if only 10 people like it, I'm not gonna stop doing this. I love it from dil se. I love it from my heart.
Right.
And the fact that there's over 1 million people that are recognizing me and respecting what I do, all the better. But let's get 1 billion.
All right, let's get 1 billion. Hey, I ain't stopping.
Yeah. I mean, the population of the world is billions of people.
Let's get them all. That's how it is. That's the new thing. Just get 1 billion views.
Just get 1 billion.
All right, cool. Now let the game know. Drug of Choice is the song that obviously is the following song right after. That's the international single.
Right.
Drug of Choice is it's got a sample of the vocals of the late legendary Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. Now, how did that come about?
That came about because me and my producer, his name is DJ Must, we were sitting down and talking about what we could do. Me being Pakistani and me being kind of like the voice of this generation of hip hop for the minorities and for Pakistanis. What can I do that's gonna revolutionize the hip hop scene overseas, everywhere? Because Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan is somebody to me that's an iconic legend,
of course,
for everybody. I mean, when I was growing up in America, there was the white people and the black people would be going to his shows. So he crossed over.
He crossed borders.
He crossed borders and crossed over to everybody. His voice and the way he sounded, it was something so drastically different and so unique and so magical that it crossed boundaries and crossed races and stuff. So I wanted, and I always loved it. And so I wanted to basically, me and my producer were talking about combining, because you get a hip-hop artist and they sample all these classic artists from the past and stuff like that, but no one's ever sampled something like that before, and I wanted to be the first person in history to do it.
Nobody's ever sampled Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan like that.
No one like that in a hip-hop record,
in a hip-hop track,
And so, my hip-hop is usually very aggressive. Now, I change it up from here and there, but as far as, like, my content is usually very serious, and I'm, talking about real issues that are going on in the world, but I wanted to take his voice, his sample, and mix it in with the way I flow, and I just had this sick idea, and so I told my producer Must about it, and days after that, just not even a week later, he came up with the sample and the song. He actually had 3 tracks, 3 instrumentals, and that was one of them. As soon as I heard that beat for Drug of Choice, I listened to it.
You were like, this is it.
I was listening to it, and I just started rapping to it, and I was like, okay. And then I heard the way my rap went into his chorus, and I was like, oh my god. But I never thought about the Urdu verse. I was thinking about doing 2 English verses to the song. So I was writing my first English verse. Still, I didn't think about doing the Urdu verse. I was getting into the second verse. I wrote another English verse. Then I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, this is really good. This is really good. But it needs a little more. What can I do to this to make it like that much greater?
Take it to the next level.
Take it to the next level. And then I just started like kind of just, you know, saying some words to myself in Urdu, you know, and I'm like, no. Urdu mein to rap nahi karunga main kya karu. Then I was thinking to myself, then I put like a few bars together in my head, and I spit it to the beat. And when I heard that, I was like, okay, hold on, I'm going to try something. I called my producer. I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a verse in English. I'm going to do a verse in Urdu. He's like, are you sure about that, Laz? Like, because no one, like, they were like, Laz.
Because nobody's ever done it.
I'm like, he's like, Laz, and I never did it. So I'm like, Laz, are you sure you want to put an Urdu verse in there too? Like, I don't know, man. Try it. If it doesn't sound right, just put another English verse in there.
Right.
And then I did the Urdu verse. And then I dropped it. I laced it in the studio, and I didn't know how people were going to react to it. When I found the reaction, people, like, standing up when that verse came out, I was like, okay, all right, this is the song.
In on this, yeah.
And then when the song came out, you premiered it, and BBC Asian Network premiered it. It started getting buzz all around the place, and then I was just like, okay, this song needs a video.
And the video, it has been shot. We're going to be speaking about that right after we play the song that got over 1,200,000 hits. Okay. It is a buzz on YouTube. If you haven't seen Lazarus, check it out. Lazarus, Let the Game Know on YouTube right now. And also, you can go down to facebook.com/Lazarus Story or MySpace Lazarus Detroit, Laz Detroit, and Twitter Laz Detroit. Check it out right now, LazarusStory.com. Get yourself a mixtape. If you haven't gotten it yet, get yourself one right now. This is going to be Let the Game Know.